Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 289 for the 2nd of March, 2025. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And welcome back, everyone. We're late and we're really sorry. And it turned out it was my fault. I couldn't hear Jody, and it turned out it was my PC. We both turned our PCs on and just went straight into doing this, and my PC just played up. I don't know what was wrong with it.
I knew it was you.
Why is it Windows audio drivers suck? Like I don't know. I don't know. Just
I just feel as if the first half or the first quarter of this year has been jinxed technologically.
I actually said that in the comments section. I said I don't know what it is, but we've had so many technical glitches this year. It's been the year of technical glitches so far. I don't know why. It's just been new setup. I don't know.
Well, it is a new setup for you, and I think it will get smoothed over now because I think you've got to the bottom of a few things anyway. So
yeah. It's the thing is, we get here in plenty of time. We check a few things. We twiddle the dials and all that kind of stuff. But just as soon as one of us joins, fiddle with the knobs. As soon as one of us joins, it goes and then just goes in craziness. And then we got one of us has to reboot a machine. It's usually me.
Usually you.
It's usually me.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about the tea?
Yes.
The tea.
I can't believe.
Can't believe.
I can't believe. Before we went on, you went, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Yes."
I always say that. That's my how you doing thing.
Yeah.
Some sad news from so obviously our big news is our big news. It's Oscars tonight. The Oscars.
The biggie.
Put on the lights, put on a show, all that kind of stuff. Do you know who's presenting? I don't know. You know who's presenting this Oscars?
I don't actually know. One of these years we should wear top hats and bow ties.
Tuxedos. We should do that. Yeah.
One of these.
Yeah. And I can ask you, what are you wearing? You'll be like, next.
And I've always wanted to buy one of those T-shirts that's got this tuxedo printed on it. You know those ones? Yeah, they're pretty cool. If you're, somebody like me. I quite fancy that.
It's Conan O'Brien, by the way.
Oh, is it? He's all right.
Yeah. So he's Team Coco. So he should be good. I hope. Because the last couple of times, because they did one year, they didn't do any presenters at all. It was during COVID-ish, that kind of thing. And then they brought in Jimmy Kimmel, who I can't stand. I'm not a fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I don't find him funny.
Kimmel's
I think he tries too hard. Yes. Yeah.
I prefer Jimmy.
I like Fallon and I like Steve Colbert as well. Aye. Stephen Colbert is good as well, but I just don't find him funny. Sorry, I know people do, but
he's all right. Yeah, Conan's quite a good choice, I suppose. A safe choice, I suppose. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, he's funny.
Safe hands.
Yeah. So we'll get some sad news. We'll get to the sort of sadness news in just a second. But Harrison Ford. I was just about to say that. He stole my news.
Alice beat us to it.
I know. So it turns out he was supposed to be presenting tonight, but he's got shingles. So Alistair said.
That's a terrible thing to have. You had shingles once.
I didn't. So I have the possibility. I have shingles inside me now. I had chicken pox. Right now. As we speak right now. I haven't had shingles, but I had chicken pox. I didn't have chicken pox when I was a child, but I had it when I was an adult.
You didn't?
And
I thought you did.
No, I had measles, which is bizarre because I was inoculated against measles. So why would you get measles? But anyway,
does that mean I've never had chicken pox then?
Probably.
Oh God!
Because it's highly contagious. I know exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, I've never had chicken pox. I had it as an adult. I was like mid-20s when I had it, and it's not a pleasant thing. It's like a kind of flu-like type thing. And anyway, I'm not going to bother get into that. But anyway, so once you have chicken pox as an adult, I believe that you're more likely to have shingles later on in life. So I've got that to look forward to, which is nice. But it's like a proper itchy horror, because the chicken pox is quite itchy and not nice as well.
Yeah.
So I can imagine he's like Red Hulk, like that, and he's
quite just, appropriate, really.
Just in a bath of calamine lotion, just going. And Callista's like, "Calm down, Harry," and he's like, "Don't tell me to calm down." Just scraping at my pumice stone. So hopefully, anyway, Harrison, you feel better soon, because I wouldn't wish that in my worst enemy.
Good old Harrison. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, because I had the light version and it wasn't pleasant.
I'd love to see him do that. Actually, that'd have been cool. To see him not scrape himself, not scraping himself with a pumice stone. I mean, hosting the Oscars.
Well, he was just presenting an award. I'm not sure what it was for though.
All right, okay.
Aye.
Nice.
So Conan would have said, and here to present the Best Actress award is Harrison Ford.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, to come out and he said, "I played alongside a lot of leading ladies, but these ones are the best this year."
I liked it when it was the John Williams tribute, and he was tearing up. That was nice.
Yeah,
it was a nice
Big Harry.
touch.
Yeah, I mean,
it's dead sentimental and kind of, and he meant it. You know what I mean?
He wrote. Nice. Just think about this: John Williams wrote Harrison Ford's walk-on theme.
I know.
and what a theme!
That's what he said. Is that damn thing follows me around everywhere when he walked on.
Exactly.
It was Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
That's the only thing I wanted to be James Bond. Not that this is going to happen, obviously, now, but to be James Bond, so that my walk-on theme would have been the James Bond theme. Cool. Yeah. Anyway,
my walk-on theme would be the Steptoe Son theme tune. Or SpongeBob SquarePants.
You dirty old man. You dirty old man. Harold. Bad news from the world of show business. We lost two great actors. One was a legendary actor. Two great actors this week. Michelle Trachtenberg, who's 39. No age. Famous obviously for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Gossip Girl. She passed away age 39. That's like the crazy young age to be passing away.
That's not cool.
Are you a big Michelle Trachtenberg fan? Were you a big Buffy fan?
Huge.
I don't think you were
Huge.
You? Never watched.
Absolutely huge.
You never watched Buffy.
I never watched it.
I didn't think you did. No, I watched it.
You did. You loved it.
I watched it.
I never watched it.
That and Xena Warrior Princess.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Why?
Yeah, I never liked all that stuff.
No.
I was watching my David Lynch.
It's where we get Gur Arg from.
Remember?
Yeah. Do you know who did the
Al Hartley movies and all that? That's what I was watching.
Aye. The original Ed Wood movies.
Mm-hmm.
The band that did the Buffy theme is called Nerf Herder.
Really?
Yeah. But you'd have known that if you'd have watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
A wee Star Wars thing.
A wee Star Wars reference, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, following on towards the end of the week, we get some news that Gene Hackman had passed away at age 95, he was.
Yeah.
So he turned to authoring later in life. He gave up. He liked acting, but he hated the whole stuff that went around it. So he basically went to Santa Fe and just blended in to the...
I mean, he nailed it, didn't he? What an actor! And I was watching an interview with him on. It was an old one on David Letterman, and what a really nice, cool guy he was. He really came across brilliantly.
Yeah,
I just, Lex Luthor obviously for us was huge, but he was in tons of movies.
Popeye Doyle,
French Connection, yep.
Crimson Tide,
The Enemy of the State. God, that was a cracking one with Will Smith as well. Some great roles. Great at comedy as well, and drama.
Superman.
Fantastic.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, Lex Luthor, obviously, that was massive. But I believe it was it carbon monoxide?
Tenenbaums as well, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. And his final movie was Heartbreak. Remember that movie Heartbreakers with
Heartbreak? Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver in it. That was a terrific film as a comedy.
Yes,
it's a brilliant film.
I think I've seen that actually.
Oh, it's terrific. Great.
Yeah, it's a bit suspicious. So his wife was found along with the dog, I think, as well.
Him, his wife, and his dog. Yep, all died.
Yeah, in their home. So they're thinking they weren't saying it was suspicious. Sorry, they were saying it was suspicious, but they didn't think it was any foul play.
Yeah.
So it looks like carbon monoxide is probably to blame there.
Tragic,
but it looks
really.
like they all. I know. I mean, I mean, any death is tragic, but I mean, just to go by an accident, it could a preventable accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 95 and all that kind of stuff, but I'm pretty sure he probably could have made it to the century, a la Kirk Douglas.
Yeah, he was
but he turned to authoring. He turned to authoring, but he was like mad keen on the old art scene in Santa Fe as well, in Mexico, in New Mexico. And like he went to he was still active, and I think he cycled up until like a couple of years ago or something. So that's something in common with Harrison Ford, because he likes to go in the old bike. So yeah, I mean, he was.
No wait to talk about Clarissa.
Always... God, Callista, isn't it? Callista Flockhart.
I don't care what it is.
Jeez, no. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. So Harrison Ford says as well.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah. Sad news.
Sorry.
Right, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that. Shall we do you want to do Oscar predictions now, or do you want to continue with the rest of the news and we'll do the Oscars at the end?
Yeah, do them at the end. Yeah.
Do them at the end. Okay. So Daredevil. We'll start with Daredevil. So Marvel. I'm kind of back on the Marvel bandwagon because I went to see a Marvel movie this week, which we'll get into.
What could it be?
In the what you're watching? What could it possibly be? Only paid for. So I've got these tickets from Voxy, and so it was like two for £8.
That's good.
So I was like, that's all right. So £4 to go and see it. So I mean, I can't really complain.
At that. I know, absolutely not.
I will. But yeah.
Spoilers.
Anyway, so Daredevil Born Again, which it's coming out this month.
Yep.
On the old Disney Plus, was supposed to be like an 18-part TV series.
Yeah.
And Disney were like, no, just cut that in half. You can't have that. And then so they made it like 6, and then it became a 9-parter thing, and then it was like a rewrite, and then there was a whole bunch of stuff. It's been up and down like a yo-yo. So now Disney has ordered a second season.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I think those trailers look pretty good. I think, say what you like about Moon Knight. I loved Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was great, yeah.
But
it's cancelled for season 2.
I know. But Moon Knight looked fantastic. I thought Moon Knight looked quite cinematic, and I think Daredevil looks pretty similar. The way it's been filmed, it looks terrific. I've got high hopes, I have to say.
He's got high hopes,
which will be dashed probably. No, they won't. I don't think they will be.
So Charlie and Vincent, Charlie, what's Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. They've been doing some press junkets, and it's been like boys in the town type stuff.
Aye.
So they've been doing a lot of stuff in New York, and they've obviously seemed to get on well together, and also seem to have had a good time filming this show.
He looks great, Vincent.
So
in those pictures, he looks terrific. Yeah,
he does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Charlie were there's one where they're like talking about like the tweets that people have been they're reading about, going like, oh, what's this saying and this stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen Oh my god, when was the last time Daredevil came out? Daredevil season 3 was like 10 years ago or so. I don't know. I can't remember when it was out on Netflix.
Netflix,
yeah. So it's like a direct continuation from that storyline. So if you haven't watched it, you get 3. No doubt there'll be a previously on Daredevil.
Can you still see it? Is it still on Netflix?
I think it's still on Netflix. Oh no, it's not. Actually, I think it's on Disney Plus. Because they brought a whole bunch of the Daredevil stuff. Oh, I can't get access to it.
I think they should. They shouldn't release Daredevil. That's a bit confusing. They're like, Daredevil, whoa, and then they've got Daredevil on there, and folk will start watching the old one, not the new one.
Well, this one's called Daredevil Born Again.
Aye, but they should probably, if put the old one on after once Daredevil's been on. Do you not think? No.
It's been on before. I mean, it's been like they brought that Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and the other Defender stuff. I think that's on Disney Plus.
Right, okay.
To be sure, but apparently because of so they're doing a season 2, so obviously Disney is happy with is happy with the product that they got for season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the rumor is that because of that, they've now ordered more Defenders TV shows. There you go. It's me looking up Disney Plus in case you didn't realize that was the ident.
Wondered.
Except all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think a lot of these, I was watching a show earlier on there, and it was talking about how Marvel and Star Wars are sort of in the kind of danger zone just now because these big blockbusters like you've just seen, and it's not doing well at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's like why are these blockbusters not doing well? Why is Star Wars failing? And it's like, right, okay. I believe you. But it's like, these big blockbuster franchises, they're failing. I think we know why Star Wars is failing because of bloody Kathleen Kennedy, who's
that's coming up. That's my next.
And Marvel. I think people want to see the next phase of Marvel. I think this phase has failed.
100%. 100%. It's
that phase. There was no direction.
None.
For it.
Absolutely.
It was just all these
sporadic, directionless. Yeah.
Sporadic just movies.
Rough ideas.
Yeah.
Like that was the beauty, because that was the thing that we talked about as well. When like the reason why DC was failing is because it was just these random ideas shoved together in this sort of loose kind of thing, and that's why the MCU succeeded, is because they had this like overarching storyline. And this, I don't even know what phase of Marvel we're on just now. They should just reboot it, to be honest. Don't reboot. I didn't mean that. Stop it.
Well, in a sense, each phase is a reboot, I suppose. In a sense, because this next phase is going to begin with Fantastic Four. Correct me if I'm wrong. The TV series might be in the phase, but I'm talking about cinematically. And the big bad is going to be coming from that, and Doctor Doom, and the Galactus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was thinking about that because I watched Captain America, and I saw the TV show Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and that's kind of what I was thinking when I was watching the movie. Was this could have been like the last 2 episodes of the TV show? Like
it probably was as far as it from a movie, maybe.
But I don't think that. Well, I mean, the whole storyline in
Save It for
Later.
That
show was well, it was all kind of compromised. Like everything just seems like a compromise thing. Like it doesn't feel like there's a cohesive. Like if you're gonna pick a story, like do something, wrap it up in a morality tale. Like have some kind of thing in there. Like he's fighting fascism or something, or like they maybe could have done the New World Order thing, and then they could have been fighting fascism, the rise of the right, which is what's happening in the world today, and it could have been a morality tale about that, but instead, not. So. Like it just, I don't know. It just felt like a missed opportunity, because the whole point of like Captain America is supposed to be like freedom and the American way and all that kind of stuff, and not fascism.
I mean,
and all the rest of it.
I've not seen the film, but I know exactly how it's going to play out, pretty much, because there was moments of the Falcon and Winter Soldier that were really good.
Yeah, like John Walker with a shield and the terrorist guy on the step.
That was the best thing.
That was
the best thing was
one of the best bits.
John Walker stuff. It was a complex character, really interesting.
Yep.
But the flag smasher stuff, there was no danger there. The flag smasher stuff. No danger, mate.
No danger.
Yeah. So
like they killed Maria. It was just like they killed Maria because they need to.
Spoilers.
That was Secret Invasion. There you go. I'm getting them mixed up because they're so just alike.
Oh God, I never even watched that.
It was terrible. It was so bad. $250 million that could have been spent on something else, like I don't know, feeding homeless.
Correct.
Or housing them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. That's just the whole that bugs me. The fact that they wasted money on that production. But the rumor is, so moving on now to because that was a story about Daredevil, in case anyone was paying attention. The rumor is that Kathleen Kennedy is going to step down at Lucasfilm at the end of the year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a rumor.
Which she's denied now, by the way. Apparently.
Yeah.
She said,
which sounds like political. You deny it, and then the boss says, "Well, the media thought you were going to retire, so now you have to retire, or it makes us look stupid."
Yeah,
and so they're going to basically force her out now. So it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point.
There's been rumors about her retiring for ages, though. I
know,
and people want it really badly because the amount of stuff that's been announced for Star Wars and there's no there's no fruition there.
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
It's pretty bad when the best shows you've got out there are with a puppet and animated.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the stuff is like and no one cares about it.
It's not as pretty bad because, I mean, to be fair to her, we did get Andor out of it.
We did get Andor, yeah, that's true. We do have season 2. We get a trailer coming up.
We get Rogue One out of it. We get Mandalorian out of it.
But that's the thing, though, is they don't. I find the problem, and this is a problem with entertainment in general, is the bean counters have taken over. It's not the fact it was like an arms dealer who owned
Hi, Jay.
Like an arms dealer would own a record company, and then like they would make some money from that, but it would just be a wee kind of hobby for them. So they would just let people be like people would just get signed. And then similarly, it would be people who wanted to make movies. Let's put on a show, like those kind of guys, because they wanted to see movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all the conglomerates and everything that are in there. And everything has to make money. Everything has to be. And so if this product line doesn't make money, get rid of it.
Sloan, it's show business, not show friends. Remember.
I know. But I mean, it's at some point it has to, like, you got to let some things breathe. Sometimes some things don't land, and you got to like try again. I mean, look at Aha. Their greatest hit, Take on Me, got to like number 43 in the charts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the thing that no one ever talks about. Is the fact it never even charted. Yeah, first time round it didn't chart. They tried it again, I think, and it got to like 37. Useless, and then bounced right out. But the third time, they paired it with a cracking music video, straight up to the top 10. So sometimes things don't land, and you got to, just keep fighting through that. And I think with things like The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew, I think these are the things that they need to keep trying. Like, there should be another, like, give it 2 seasons. Like, your sophomore season, and then see what happens then. Don't just cancel it after, like, 6 episodes. You're wasting money at that point. Like, I know the whole adage is, it's a false economy, and you're throwing good money after bad, and, it's... but it's 2 seasons. Just give it 2 seasons, see what it's like.
It's like, I don't think the world works that way anymore, though. It's like...
No, it doesn't.
It's like, if I can use a football analogy, it's like, if you're a football manager and, you lose... you start off and you lose, like, 5 of your first games, you're on your way out.
You're going. Aye.
You don't even get to go the full season. Football, you don't get to get your feet under the table. You know what I mean? It's like, and I agree with you. It's like it's the same way with art these days and the movies and TV. If people aren't, it's immediately it's gone immediately if people aren't watching it. But there's loads of shows that took maybe 1 or 2 seasons in the past. It wasn't always like that. There's TV shows. I can't put an example like Breaking Bad or something. I don't know, but it was like word got round. Basically, people are like, "Oh, have you watched that?" No, I've not watched that. Oh, you need to watch that. It's one of those things.
Exactly,
and that's the best. That's the best thing. It's got a bit of quality shows, though, obviously.
Yeah, but there's like I know I'm an Apple. I'm not a fanboy, but I'm an apologist for Apple. But they have some cracking shows, and nobody's watching them because it's only Apple subscribers that are watching them, which makes up like 6% of the population, and maybe only 80% of them are watching it. So it's only really 3% of the population that are watching this, and it's a damn shame because there's some fantastic shows out there. I mean, everyone talks about Severance and so on, and rightly so. Last week's episode was an absolute mind bender, but Apple are doing the opposite of what the studios do, which is just keep going. We need content. Just keep making the stuff because we really enjoyed the first season. So just make a second season. And they're just letting people, run with it, which is fantastic. Give them some space, and maybe you'll end up with a hit show.
I think we're Apples and your Amazons, though, that they've got the money to pump into these shows to sort of go, right, let's do this really kind of interesting idea. If it fails, it fails. But it's interesting. We've got the money behind you. We've got the we believe in you. So it's good having Apple and doing these shows. And you're right, Apple, they've landed so many times lately. In fact,
is that For All Mankind, Joe?
From day one, they've landed heavy hitters and real deep sci-fi stuff as well. Some great sci-fi on there.
Yeah. By the way, not to say that Apple hasn't cancelled certain things, because they cancelled Constellation, which and Amazon has cancelled Night Sky, 2 of the shows that we both really enjoyed. So they do cancel things from time to time.
Amazon did, yeah.
Yeah, Amazon and Apple cancelled Constellation as well. But it's also the going back to the arms dealers that like Thorn EMI or whatever. It's not their main business. It's not Apple's main business to make content. It's not Prime's main business. Well, that being said, that's blurred because of the Amazon Studios, Amazon MGM Studios. But it's not their prime business. So I do apologize.
Spoilers.
And maybe that helps as well as the fact that they're not, they're not fully committed to it. So they're just like, we'll see what happens. It's a wee kind of side project for them. Maybe. Maybe that's the reason for it.
Can we take a small break?
Yes, we can. 1 second. Okay. So, in addition to that Kathleen Kennedy might be going, there's also a rumor that Bob Iger wants to sell off Lucasfilm.
I heard that rumor. That should. I don't know if that's the thumbnail, but it should be. It probably isn't. It's probably the Oscars, but
it is the Oscars. Yeah.
To me, that rumor.
To you.
to me, that rumor is big, and I believe it. I believe it would.
And so this is from cosmicbook.news. So presently, only Lucasfilm has the Mandalorian and Grogu on the release date. So nothing else. No other movies are in production. A new movie hasn't been released new Star Wars movie hasn't been released in 6 years.
Well, the Sean Levy project is apparently happening with Ryan Gosling.
It goes
6 years.
on.
6 years after the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, it says likewise in the TV Disney Plus side of things, Andor gets released in April. It said Ahsoka season 2 is in development, but there's no release date yet. Rumors already are in the campfire, basically saying that season 3 is not going to happen for Ahsoka, so it's going to be 2 and done.
That's fine.
Similar to the movies. No, yeah. No new Star Wars TV shows are in production. Recently, Skeleton Crew and Acolyte massively tanked on Disney Plus. So what if? So basically, if you're Bob Iger and you're sitting there and you probably think to yourself, I just spent $4 billion on a lemon.
Yeah. Does that not say to you though that nobody wants to move forward with Star Wars? We just want to see the OG stuff, or not. It's all very well experimenting with new characters and new situations and expanding universes and all that, but everybody just wants to see the sort of a version of the OG stuff.
Yeah, maybe. They want laser swords, they want AT-ATs, they want speeder bikes, they want Ewoks, they want all the stuff they've seen before, just redone again. And it's kind of sad, but that's the way that people.
But the problem with Star Wars fans is that if you did that, they'd complain about that as well, probably.
Aye, because
and I say that because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I don't want a repeat of what I've seen before, but at the same time, I do.
But Andor, I don't think Andor has been anything that we've never seen that before.
No,
in Star Wars.
We haven't.
It's
and
my
favorite
TV show we've done.
Oh, I am absolutely buzzing for that to come out. Oh, that trailer. Oh.
I know. Folk are complaining about it, obviously, because people complain about stuff. It's people.
By the way, right, see if we went back to letters, you wouldn't see as many people complaining. They've got too much of an outlet here on the internet to be able to complain. See if they actually had to put pen to paper in a letter, you wouldn't see it.
Do you know how easy it is to get a podcast up and running? All you need is a couple of mics and a working computer.
And two tossers.
That's right. And 2 idiots talking to each other. Dead easy. Anyone can do it. As long as you get someone else to talk to. There's nothing worse than one person doing a podcast, though. Woo. Just talking to themselves.
If I was doing a solo podcast, it would, be...
Solo a Star Wars podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you just be every week. It'd just be you ripping into The Last Jedi.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Aye. Good stuff. So, who do you think could buy Lucasfilm then? They have some ideas.
Not Amazon, please.
So it's $4 billion. They're probably not going to get $4 billion. My guess is they'll probably sell it for $3 billion.
By the way, that's a drop in the ocean. Rights. Apple could buy it.
I know. That's the thing.
Apple would be a good fit actually, because
Amazon, Apple, Comcast, and Netflix. That's the ones that they are thinking about.
Apple would be a good fit because there's been links between Steve Jobs and George Lucas before, anyway, with Pixar.
Pixar, yeah.
So that'd be a good fit. I know Steve Jobs isn't in the around anymore, but
well, I mean, there's also links. There's also links as well because at one point Steve Jobs was the largest stakeholder in Disney.
Yeah. Was he? Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
The irony.
I know. Craziness.
I mean, Apple could buy Disney 4 times over, probably.
And still probably have change in the bank.
Yeah.
It's I mean, if there's one company that could probably do all of that, it's probably actually there's one company that could probably fix Disney. It would be Apple.
Yeah.
It needs to be a bit more.
You say fix Disney, but I think with Disney it is what it is. But because it's like everything else. It's once it's exposed onto streaming and all, competing with other streaming. Disney is what it is. It does it's family entertainment.
Yeah.
For certain children, that like that. It's perfect. And if you want to watch a family film, you're safe on there. Well,
exactly, yeah.
Apart from if you've got...
Apart from the Star one, but we don't go to the Star bit. That's why we get parental controls on Disney Plus now.
Well, exactly, yeah. But it's safe, I've got my Star set up with my pin and stuff. And, Danny's got his set up. And
I don't have any pins set on mine.
I set the pin up because...
well, you've got underage kids, like kids
Danny was young,
under 18.
Yeah, he was young, but now he could probably watch in.
I mean, it's all kind of like American R-rated. It's not it's a more kind of gory type stuff, like Alien, that kind of stuff that's in there.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I don't think Comcast has the money. Oh, $4 billion. $4 billion. That's what they spent. Yeah. I don't know if they'd get that money back. I mean, the argument could be, oh well, those 3 movies made $1 billion each. Well, you're still $1 billion in the hole then. But it didn't make $1 billion each because you have to make those movies as well. So, and then you get all the marketing and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, really, how much money did?
Well, they made their money back, I would say.
Did they though? I don't think they made it. I don't think they made it. Not from all the movies, because don't forget they also had the Solo, a Star Wars story, which didn't do that well. And they made that movie twice.
They lost money,
and they made that movie twice as well.
That movie's still. Even though they had the issues, it still made the see the original date they said it was going to come out. It still came out in that date, even though they had the issues they had. Yep.
Right.
It never slipped. The date never slipped.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. James, how's it going? Force Awakens cost over $500 million in production, according to tax documents.
Right.
Interesting.
So that's another $500 million in marketing then, because it's usually the same budget again for marketing. So that's $1 billion to make a movie, and they made $1 billion from it, billion and a half, whatever. That's still not a great profit margin. It just isn't. It's for those kind of like telephone number money. That seems not enough to keep the company afloat. Like if you bought something for $4 billion, you'd want every movie to make $2 billion.
It's funny.
I mean, look at Avatar. Like Avatar makes $2 billion.
Yeah, it's funny because
that's the movie you want to keep making.
I was watching the Phantom Menace, the documentary Phantom Menace, and the budget for the Phantom Menace was guess what the budget was for Phantom Menace.
Oh, back then, 100 million.
Nope.
50?
50 million.
Was it?
Yes.
And that was only 26 years ago.
They did go over budget, but I don't know what the if you adjusted that kind of thing. But 50 million,
and all that kind of stuff. That's not a lot of money.
Not really.
Yeah. But it was all made with Q-tips.
the pod race.
The pod race. Yeah. It was all Q-tips.
Daniel. Unless your name is James Cameron. Oh, sorry, it's David. Sorry.
I'm assuming you mean Prince money. Yeah.
Prince money. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, David. Yeah. Good shout.
But not so much if your name's Kathleen Kennedy.
But it's funny, isn't it? Because, James Cameron came out from nowhere with that Avatar thing and people lap it up. Titanic.
I don't know why.
Lap it up.
I still have not seen the second Avatar movie.
I thought you were going to say the second Titanic movie.
72 million is nothing to make a movie like that. I mean, think of all the on location stuff. You've got to take a film crew and dump them in the middle of the desert.
Oh, wait a minute. Lost.
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 Really? Wow. That's mad.
There you go. But that makes sense. But again, you don't want, like, every movie production company, you want to make a loss. You want to make a loss on paper, but you still get paid.
Yeah.
Like the money from it. So you get paid, your 2.5 million or whatever it is, but the production itself lost money.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's crazy.
I mean, how else do you get your Ferrari?
Oh, exactly. Look at all the Star Wars theme rides Hollywood studios in Florida opened up in the last 5 years. Galaxy's Edge area is huge with the Horizon. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Rise of Resistance ride, which is, by the way, one of the finest rides in a theme park ever. Full stop, period, end of sentence. Is fantastic. It's a brilliant ride. I've ridden it twice, and it's both times I rode it, it was fantastic. Smuggler's Run as well, which is because there's 2 rides in Galaxy's Edge, and the rest of it's like themed shops and themed areas and stuff like that. And there's Olga's Cantina as well.
But then look at the hotel. The hotel was
that was a massive failure.
Total failure.
It was way overpriced. Apparently, they're going to be using because they're redoing some of the lands. They're going to be used that for the Imagineers as like their base.
Yeah,
offices. Yeah. Exactly, because like I mean, how much money did Galaxy's Edge cost to make? And by the way, that is not a draw to the park. The draw to the park is the land beside that, which is the Toy Story land. Yeah. You try getting to the Toy Story land. Getting through Toy Story Land, it's wall to wall people, and that Slinky Dog coaster is constantly like a 3-hour type long wait at the height of summer.
Yeah,
like there's no way you're going to get anywhere near it.
Yeah.
And it's just different. It's just like no one really cares about Star Wars. Like we went to Star Wars on the West Coast in the Anaheim one, the Disneyland one.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was really in that part of the park. Because it's away in the back as well, so it's away kind of in the sort of back corner of the park. But even then, it wasn't the busy part of it. Like Toontown was more busy than there.
The fans are very divisive with Star Wars. They it's almost like they don't know what they want, and then when they get it, they're like, nah, not that.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait, can I just say, James is just pointing out there that when he said Raiders of the Lost Ark cost 72 million in today's money, and the Lost part was not cost. It was he said List instead of Lost. So Raiders of the Lost Ark cost 72 million in today's money.
Right. Okay.
That's so. We've got a few comments.
It's still not. It's not a lot of money.
If it's not.
Like shipping places. That was not a new Indiana Jones area planned for Hollywood. Yes. Well, no. So not Hollywood Studios, no, but it's going to be part of Animal Kingdom, which is a park I don't understand why people like it. It's like it's a zoo / theme park, and it's not good either, as far as I'm concerned. The safari's okay, but you need to have like a good driver for it. Anyway, they're getting rid of Dinoland USA, which is the part of the park that everyone hates. And that's going to be an Encanto land. I don't know. But the Dino Institute, which is where the dinosaur ride is, that's going to be rethemed as an Indiana Jones ride, but it's the exact same ride. That ride that is currently there, the dinosaur thing, is the exact same ride, track layout and everything, as the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland on the West Coast. So basically what they're doing is they're just making a copy of that ride in Florida, but it'll be in Animal Kingdom.
I find that quite bizarre that they're going down that route, though, considering the fact that the last movie bombed completely. Even though it was, I liked it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
but
I think all of these things get planned
yeah.
because it's like, oh, this will be a hit. We'll have a hit in our hands. Okay, what do we need to put in this park? Okay, we'll plan it out and we'll put this in here. Like, there's a Tron coaster in Magic Kingdom in Florida. Like, I mean, I want to ride it. I mean, I do want to ride it. It's just that the last time I was there, it wasn't open, and then the time after that, I couldn't because of things. So like, I want to ride it, but that's me.
see the whole Tron thing. I mean, obviously we're getting a new Tron movie. I mean, those movies haven't really done that great either. The first movie was a success, I suppose. Tron Legacy was a kind of
cult success. I would say probably, it's a cult success. Tron Legacy, no, not really.
It probably broke even and stuff, but I'm just
assuming. Again, I would rather have these 3 separate Tron movies spread 20 years apart or whatever it is, because at least we have them.
I'm buzzing for it. Don't get me wrong. I loved Legacy as well. I thought it was terrific.
I thought
Legacy was better than the first one, though.
Yeah, so I did as well. Yeah. In fact, Disney thought it was good because they used the same plot again for that third Ant-Man movie.
They did. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Pretty much did.
Tron Ares, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. And then they announced that Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross were going to be the guys doing the music for it. And I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. And then they said, actually, it's not going to be them. And I was like, oh. And he said it's going to be 9 Inch Nails. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So they're bringing back the 9 Inch Nails name for this soundtrack. Yeah. And I'm like, because honestly, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross they are fantastic at soundtracks. I love all this stuff. So buzzing for it. Anyway, it doesn't help Lucasfilm though.
We're overrunning quite badly here.
Oh, we are, aren't we? Yeah. Shall we show a couple of trailers then, and then we'll talk our predictions, and then we'll close out.
Alistair's just got one more thing here. They're heading to Orlando in 2 weeks. Check out Tron, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rise of the Resistance. Oh man, it was excellent. Oh well.
Guardians of the Galaxy is a fantastic roller coaster. You're gonna love it. But look, there's an Easter egg actually, because it says in Zendarin. Is it Zendarin? Is that really the planet you go to? As you exit the ride, it says, "Please check your face and your hair before you leave," because apparently that's a sign that they use when you are backstage in Disney World. as a cast member, they tell you to check your hair and makeup or something before you leave, because it's showtime. Because basically, you're essentially at the back of the building when you come out, so it's like you're backstage. So it's like proper teaming. Anyway, it's a fantastic roller coaster.
Okay. Trailers.
For sale or rent. Room some 50 cents. No? Anyone?
No.
All right. Let's show the Andor trailer then.
Yes, please. It's interesting that they've used kind of modern music for this, isn't it? It works.
It is, yeah.
Definitely works.
Who you want to win?
That tickling the corn scene.
Why? Yep, the Elysium Fields thing.
Yeah. This looks amazing.
So,
you go down buzzing.
Come on. That guy's character, I can never remember the name of it. Yeah.
I think it works.
Yeah, the old walking away and pushing the button thing.
Yeah, we've all done it.
So are those X-Wings or the other ones?
No, they're X-Wings.
Are you sure?
That's thingy. What do you call it? The planet.
Hydra?
Rebel base. That's quite kind of Florence and the Machine-ish.
Yeah. Yavin 4?
Dance bit. Yeah, Yavin. Yeah.
Zero. Well, that's the shopkeeper woman.
Remember this moment. You're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
He's a brilliant character, him.
Oh, brilliant. That looks awesome, by the way. Oh my god. I think we're going to
April 22nd.
A lot of action in this. We're going to get... The dialogue was terrific in the first season. The tension built so good. But I think we're going to get a lot of kind of action in this one.
Yeah, Skarsgård's speech is just...
Oh, God. He had a couple of speeches, actually.
He did, yeah.
Terrific.
But the one high up in the gantry with the 1970s guy.
Yeah.
He's in something. He's like he's not famous. Yeah. He says I'm working towards
seeing. Oh, good.
Yeah, to a new world I'll never Yeah. Anyway, Alien.
I think we nailed it there. Yeah.
I think we did. Yeah. Cut and print. Never leave them home.
So this is Alien Earth, the new Disney show, which I think is coming in 8. Is it?
Austin, Texas.
See at the end of this, it says in 8 days, 3 hours and 20. Does that mean that we're getting a show in 8 days?
I think it's just the impact. Summer 2025. On March 7 to 8, fans can step into a mysterious wreckage site in the heart of Austin to unearth new details from the series. From the moment fans step inside, they'll find an interactive elements and pulse-pounding thrills that bring the series to life. So, it's part of their marketing campaign. So it's going to be set in 2120, when 5 corporations, Prodigy, Weyland-Yutani, yeah, that's right, yeah. You must know it. Lynch, Dynamic, and Threshold. They sound like the racing teams from Wipeout 2097.
Yeah.
Will the power of nations and proprietary advancements in technology provide the promise of a new tomorrow? Led by Chandler, the series showcases an expansive international cast, including Alex Lothar, Timothy Olyphant. Oh, Timothy Olyphant's in it.
He's good.
Go on.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
Adrian Edmondson's in it.
Ah, brilliant.
What? No way.
Excellent.
Anyway, yeah.
He was in the Third Body Problem, wasn't he? As well. Three Body Block.
I think he was, yeah. Three says what in the world and what now?
Aye.
Shall we talk Oscars?
Can I get another break?
Oh dear Lord. Yes. 1 second. Back in a moment.
So, sorry, do you know, I was at a party earlier and I think it's catching up with me. I was at an 18th party. That's Louise and Dan's kids.
All right, okay. Alrighty. So we've only, we'll keep this short for you.
Thanks.
Best picture, best director, best actor, best actress, best supporting actor, best supporting actress.
Brutalist. The lot.
I was gonna so for best picture, what do you think?
Brutalist.
Brutalist. Do you want the Brutalist or Conclave?
I'm gonna go for Brutalist, and I'm gonna go for everything else apart from I'm gonna go for Ralph Fiennes for best actor because he's never won an Oscar.
Oh really? By the way, if you ever get a chance to watch Ralph Fiennes, and I'm not talking about in the Harry Potter movies, in anything else he's ever done, my God, can that guy act? He's honestly, if you think of sort of famous kind of like British Isles type actor people, and you think Daniel Day-Lewis and Ralph Fiennes, I would say in my mind, Ralph Fiennes is a wee bit better.
Yes.
And fight.
I'm just double checking my. I'm fact checking myself.
Your homework.
It's been nominated multiple times.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah, we should probably get this right.
Oscars voters confessed they didn't vote for Ralph Fiennes due to Schindler's List mistake. 2 separate Oscars voters have admitted they did not vote for Ralph Fiennes to win an Academy Award for Best Actor in a leading role, as they wrongly believed he had won before.
What does that matter?
What the hell I've just read there, by the way. But anyway,
what does that matter? So you can't win the Super Bowl twice in a row because you're the best team. What?
Anyway, so he's never won.
Okay.
I hope he wins this time because he bloody deserves it.
I hope he does as well. But by the way, I keep banging on about this. The Menu.
Oh yeah, great film.
Terrific. It's a fantastic movie. Like every single person in that, by the way, there is not one thing, one person, line, no notes.
Yeah. All good.
It's perfect. And him is the crazy chef guy. Oh
yeah.
Best director, who are you wanting? Brady Corbett or James Mangold?
I like James Mangold though, but he did the Bob Dylan one, didn't he?
He did, Complete Unknown. Yeah, that's what he's nominated for.
Yeah, I think the Brutalist will probably win that.
I'm going to go with Anora.
Oh well, that's a good shout. Actually, I really want to see that one.
Yeah,
see that one. That looks good.
Well, we both can't vote for Adrian Brody.
No, vote for best actor.
For best actor, yeah.
But I'm voting for Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, that's right. You're voting for Ralph Fiennes, aren't you? Yeah. Right. Well, I'm going to vote for Adrian Brody then.
We're both winners then. Whoever wins.
Yeah. Mostly because of his role in the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah. And Adrian Brody was in that as well.
Aye. Yeah, exactly.
They both were.
Yeah, they both were.
What a film that is, by the way.
Although,
it's so bloody good. Brilliant.
Although every time I see Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice, I'm like, oh,
he's brilliant, isn't it? Oh.
He's really good. Like, he has his mannerisms just.
I've seen that film. It's great.
Oh, have you? I
really
want to see it because Jeremy Strong's in it as well, isn't he? He plays Cohen.
He is. Well, he plays the guy that is sort of almost like a mentor to to Trump to say this is how you are.
Yeah.
The art of the making the deal.
Art of the Deal. Yeah. I read the book years ago.
Yeah. So he's that kind of the beginnings of kind of how to be.
Yeah.
Never back down and all that. It's a great film.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's terrific in it. He's brilliant in it.
Yeah. All right. So best actress. So we get Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Carla Sofia Gascon. Problematic because of the tweets. Mikey Madsen for Anora. Demi Moore for Substance. And then Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. It's a tricky one for you because you've seen one of these. You've seen The Substance.
I love that film.
And I've seen Amelia Perez.
I'll go Substance.
You're going to go Demi Moore, Substance. Yep. And I'm going to go, because she won it during the BAFTAs, Mikey Madsen.
Cheater.
I'm just playing the odds, is what I'm doing here.
Take the easy route, some would say.
Yeah, I am. Your problem? Jump through the screen. All right, best supporting actor. So we've got Yura Borisov for Anora. That's easy for you to say. Kieran Culkin.
Christ, I'm glad you're saying these.
Kieran Culkin, a real pain. Ed Norton for A Complete Unknown. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. That's a tough crowd, by the way, that one.
I'm going for Mr. Culkin.
You're going to go for Culkin? Damn, I was going to go for Culkin.
Yeah.
Because he won a BAFTA. Now he's going for the safety one.
No, sorry. You watched Succession, didn't you?
He was in Succession, and he was in Succession.
Jeremy Strong, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with my Antipodean friend there, Guy. I think he's brilliant. He's going to win it.
He is brilliant, yeah.
Because he's a brilliant actor.
He's brilliant.
Not to say that the rest of them are not brilliant actors. Ed Norton, brilliant.
Terrific.
But
burnt his bridges a few times, but seems to be back.
Seems to be back in vogue.
Yep.
All right, so best supporting actress, we've got Monica Barbeau for Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande, or as she's known in Starbucks, Ariana Toll. She's quite short. So that was a size joke because she's teeny. Wicked, Felicity Jones. Oh, Felicity Jones, the Brutalist. She played Jyn Erso in Star Wars Story. I know. Isabella Rossellini. Hey, Isabella. Conclave. And Zoe Saldana in Amelia Perez.
I think she might win it. Zoe.
I think she might as well because she's actually really good in it.
Yeah. And she won, didn't she win at the both BAFTAs?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She did.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Zoe.
Oh, you swine. It's never going to pick something.
Are we both saying that?
Well, I don't. I think we need to get a score on the board. So I need to go for someone else just to like hedge our bets more than anything else. It's a matter of honor at this point because we're 0 for 3 for predictions this year. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It is bad.
That's bad.
So I'm gonna go with.
The good thing about this is it's a complete guess because we've not seen a lot of these movies yet.
I'm gonna go with The Brutalist.
Fair enough.
I'm going to lock it in. I'm going to go with Felicity.
He's locking in. He's locking in, guys.
Because she's a British actress, and why not? All right, so that's our predictions. We'll find out in a few hours. We've watched this live several times before. I don't know why we've watched it several times before, but we have watched it.
Well, coincidentally, and I was in Canada for 2 of them.
Yeah, both times.
We watched them live. We watched the Will Smith slap live.
That's right, yeah. The slap heard around the world.
Yeah,
because we both turned to each other and went, did that actually happen?
Was that for real?
What's happening here?
I got a clip of it off like a Chinese the Chinese
live
live stream off YouTube.
Yeah, because we're sitting watching on ABC because it just went black, and then he was screaming, but you couldn't hear what he was saying.
So there's no it was unedited on that kind of Chinese YouTube channel. For whatever reason. But,
Anyway, we're locked in. I thought I was presenting that, but I clearly wasn't. Sorry. But anyway, it's all locked in. So we'll see how we do. Let's. We're late, so let's talk about what you watch.
We've been later, to be fair. That's true. I watched that companion movie that's out just now with Jack.
Kerouac.
Jack. That's in
Whitelaw.
No, it's in The Boys.
Nicholson.
It's in The Boys.
McQuaid.
Jack Quaid.
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, it's about a guy that has a companion.
That's
can't really talk about it without spoiling it, and it kind of gets spoiled for me as well a little bit. But it's basically his companion as an android. That goes rogue. So it was good. It was good. Enjoyed it, but for me, if I compared it, the most comparable movie that I could think of was Ex Machina. That was a superior movie.
It's Ex Machina.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, Ex Machina then. If I could compare it to that, Ex Machina was better. We finished from first season.
Oh, did you? Didn't see that coming, did you?
I was expecting a wee bit more, but then I think because you'd kind of
spoiled it
up a bit, not spoiled it, but you sort of definitely bummed it up a lot. I was like, "Oh, what could this be?" But yeah, it was very good. So really enjoying it. It's a really good show, but I do feel that it's going to be another Lost. Do you know?
Aye,
It's going to tease you.
But the thing, it's one of those things. It's like, oh, I wonder what's happening here. Wonder what's happening here, and then all of a sudden it's like, and it's a guy behind a curtain. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's always that with these things.
Alice watched the 0 Day. That's on my list.
Oh yeah, that's the De Niro thing. Yeah,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I watched as well.
Actually. Yeah.
By the way, I watched a lot of TV this week.
Well, did you? That's good. I didn't. I watched. Did I say that I watched the Watchers? I did, didn't I?
Oh, you did. Yeah, that was last week. Yeah, that was
That was last week.
Yeah, Fanning woman, the Dakota.
Paradise. Said I watched that, didn't I? Finished that.
Aye, I watched it as well. I've watched.
That was good.
4 of the episodes.
Right.
Loved it. I'm loving it so far.
Oh well, we finished it. It's terrific. I won't spoil anything then. We started watching Small Town Big Problem or something it's called. On
we started watching that as well. Small Town Big Story. Yeah, the Chris O'Dowd.
Aye,
with Christina Hendricks.
He's written it.
Yeah,
it's good. Enjoyed it. First episode.
It's funny, actually. We were watching it and we
Yeah.
were laughing away at it. We only watched the first episode of it, but
Us too.
the other two were like, but I'll go back to it. I thought it was.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
One to a winner.
It's one of those kind of feel goody type intriguing things.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of quirky.
I think there might be a wee kind of sci-fi element to it as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of nice twists as well.
Yeah,
like the background characters as well, which is going to lead to something obviously further down the line.
I like the feel of it. I like Paddy Considine. It's terrific. He's always good.
He's really good. Yeah, I like him.
He was brilliant, by the way. And I know you don't watch Game of Thrones and all that, but the House of Dragon, when he was the king, he was brilliant in it. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. He's great in the Cornetto trilogy as well. The two movies.
Of course, so he was. Yeah. But he's a great actor. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Our movie on Friday was, God, what the hell was it? You've went mute and I've went silent. That's good. That's always good for a podcast.
nothing quite like dead air to kill off all the audience.
Absolutely. Oh, do you know what I watched? Champions. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson. I think it's called Champions. Woody Harrelson in it, and he's a basketball coach that has to. He gets into a bit of trouble with the law, and he ends up having to do community service with these kids that have got kind of disabled.
That's a bit. So is this a sequel to White Men Can't Jump?
Well, I know he obviously likes his basketball.
Yeah.
But it's a really good film, really fun. It's the girl from Only Sunny in Philadelphia as well.
Oh, D.
Yeah, she's
the
main girl in it.
Kate. Is it Kate? It's not Kate Olsen, but it's something like that.
Something like that. She's probably related. No, it was good. So. Kind of fun movie. Enjoyed it. Friday night, I can't remember what the movie was. I wanted to watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but I got voted down.
It's quite depressing.
That's a great film, though.
It's a great film, yeah.
Right, you go. I'll come to
me. Severance. It was an episode, so Mark was out of it this week, and so it was a sort of backstory type episode, but it was done in a Severance way, so it wasn't like a backfill episode. It felt really kind of unsettling at times.
Right.
The direction, the cinematography, the acting, just the set pieces are just amazing in Severance every single week. They just knock it out of the park. I can't give any spoilers because it's like it would unravel like a whole bunch of stuff. Like, oh, I haven't watched it either, so please get Apple again. Reacher again, season 3, episode 4. Watch that. Again, it's another one of those, like, it's a by the numbers. Every season's almost exactly the same as Reacher, but I love it. It's brilliant. I just enjoy watching the characters do their thing on Reacher. We're continuing our From journey. We cannot watch it at night. We always watch it just as soon as I finished work.
Yeah, by 30s.
And you know, but the things have got come into the vernacular. It's like, have you locked the doors? Like, so instead of saying have you locked the doors, we put have you nailed the windows, and then we'll say we put the talisman up and things like that. We won't go out after dark because like we're surrounded by trees here.
Of course we are. So how far are you into season 2?
I think we're like 6 episodes in.
All right.
Oh, okay. We're blasting it. We're like an episode a day.
You're going for it.
So it's, yeah. We'll get Sam into it now as well.
Right.
So
good.
She's been watching it. We watched that Small Town Big Story as well, and I watched Paradise. We watched. I think I'm like 4 episodes in. So Yeah, he's met up with a therapist. That bit where they go for cheese fries.
All right, okay. Yeah.
With that episode. So maybe 3 episodes in. Anyway, and then we watched the documentary. Sam and I watched the documentary called "Devil in the Family: The Fall of Ruby Frankie," and it's about this YouTuber, and she's part of these vlogger moms that you see, but apparently a lot of them come from Utah because they treat it like it's a mission. You know how the LDS have to do these missions, and so they treat these videos as missions. And it's about her rise and steep descent, and it's a fascinating documentary. There's like some child abuse allegations in there, and like she's not allegations that actually happened because she's been put away for. It's documented, so it's not like you're spoiling it. She's been put away for like 30 years because of the child abuse. It's nothing. It wasn't sexual abuse. It was physical abuse, like physical and mental abuse. It was like basically torturing our kids, like mentally torturing and physically torturing our kids. So it's brutal stuff. But there's like weird twists and turns and things in it. But the weird thing though is it's not a Netflix documentary. It looks exactly like a Netflix documentary. It smells like a Netflix documentary, but it is not a Netflix documentary. It's on Hulu. So it's on Disney Plus.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. It's 3 episodes long, which makes it better than a Netflix documentary because it doesn't feel like it's repeating itself. So you get like 3 distinct parts of the story, which is good. And then our movie this week, we didn't watch any movie. Do you need to go?
What?
I thought you needed to go. I saw you going like that.
Oh, am I doing those movements? No, not yet.
Okay. It was Captain America: Brave New World, and why bother making these movies if you're not going to do things in the movies? Like it just like there was no antagonist really, and it just kind of like it's like all through it, it's like, have you done the thing yet? No. Okay, call me when you do the thing. And then at the very end, it's like, are we doing the thing now? Yes, we're doing the thing now. Okay, let's do the thing then. That's it. That's the entire movie. I'm not kidding. It's like, we're all waiting for this bit. We know what's coming.
Like I said to you, listen, I'm glad one of us went to see it, to be honest with you, but I'm glad it wasn't me.
You'd have rolled your eyes. You'd have hit so much you had to go to the opticians.
I think
there's something wrong. They won't come
back. I'm holding out for Fantastic Four, as I told you. You know, that's my next one. I'll probably watch that when it comes out in Disney Plus, but I don't know, maybe not.
It was such a missed opportunity. Nobody had anything to do in it. Nobody.
No.
Like nothing. There was nothing.
Was
like
the Red Hulk stuff fun at all?
Do you know? No, he's in it for like 2 minutes.
You're joking. You're bloody joking.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Here's how it should have been. Right. This is what I think they should have done. They should have done this. The elevator pitch should have been it's Midnight Run, but it's set in the MCU. That should have been the elevator pitch, because then they could have got.
What's that?
So would I. Because what they could have done was they could have got Isaiah Bradley and they could have got Sam gone rogue, and they've got to find out who's framed them for something, whatever the thing is they need to frame it. And they've got, Yaphet Kotto or some, analog of him chasing them to try and figure it out. Because at one point they have someone like that. But then he goes like, hold up, wait a minute. And she goes like, oh, you're right. I'll go with you guys then.
By the way,
okay.
You have just pitched a bloody good... I would watch that Midnight Run set in the MCU.
But that would make a better movie than what they did. Because they try to like have this like international intrigue and...
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Don't move.
I realize what that is.
Oh, I've not seen that
It's
one.
one where he drugs her and then dumps her in the forest or something. She's in the forest and she can't move, basically, and she has to like move.
Good shout. Need to watch that one.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about it. It's like one of those horror stories that aren't horror stories.
Because it could happen. One of those.
Because it could
ones.
happen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, it's just a missed opportunity. Like, why not do that? Like, it's the same thing as like Andor, it's secret, army, but it's in space.
Yeah.
Okay, like make that, and they did. And it's the same thing with this. At least with that story, they would have had something to do for all the characters. Like, there's things in it where it's like just things happen, and you're going like, okay, and I guess that would be a thing that happens. Like at one point, they go to the islands. They mention the Celestial Island, and then they just go. So it's adamantium out there. It's like,
for the sake of it.
It's like, okay, I guess that's where we get adamantium then. I mean, they might as well just go. And there's a guy running around with his claws.
It's lazy script writing with all that crap, isn't it? It's
exactly.
like crowbarring shit into,
It's like he said the thing. He said the thing because you think it's like people get all excited about it. It's like we get excited about it because there's a tease, and then there's that's happened, and then it goes on there. You can't just run out there and go like Red Hulk, and then everyone goes like yay. Just misuse of IP is what it is. And so just not a good movie. I gave it 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. It's not that good. I know. I've 100% seen better. In fact, what was the last one I gave? Let me go back to my Letterboxd diary. That was it. Did I mention I watched? No, I wouldn't have because I watched it this week as well. I watched Borderlands.
Oh, did you?
Aye, it has a better plot than Captain America: Brave New World.
I feel like that film was nobody went to see it, but it was a bit of a shame because it was okay. I mean,
it was all right.
Not bad.
It was okay. I mean, it was okay. Aye. But it was better than Captain America.
What did you watch that on?
Prime, I think it was.
On Prime?
Yeah.
For free?
I didn't pay for it. But in fact, yeah, it was Prime, yeah.
Right.
Like it's annoying. Do you know what's annoying to me about it as well is if you'd done the Isaiah Bradley Midnight Run storyline, then Captain America could have been all Captain America about stuff. He didn't get a chance to be Captain America about stuff. Like he's all because did I mention this about to you before this about you could have done it about the rise of the right wing, and he would obviously Captain America is anti-fascist. You could have leaned into that, and it'd been perfect for like the black Captain America to be anti-fascist. Like it would have been the perfect thing to do. Nope. We'll just do some story about the Thinker guy and the adamantium and the island, the Celestial, and then a big international incident. Because everything has to be big. Everything has to be big, and it's like it doesn't have to be big. It could be small because the whole point is like small ripples over time.
But they set a precedence now, with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean? Yeah. But you can still have these big things like because Galactus is coming down there. Yeah. Like Captain America doesn't have to fight Galactus, so you get the Fantastic Four to do that. So why not have him fight the smaller political battles?
Wouldn't it be interesting if we had a few more movies a bit like Logan? That kind of low key, sort of superhero movie. That was a brilliant film. That's probably
Logan's
one of the best.
Fantastic films. Movie. Yeah. Who directed that, Jody?
Is that James Mangold? No.
James Mangold, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, just I think I'm. I'm just saying that Captain America didn't have enough time, didn't have the opportunity to be Captain America in this, and it's a great shame because I would have loved to have seen Anthony Mackie doing his Captain America stuff.
Yeah.
I just felt he was just some generic superhero guy. Could have been anyone.
Do you know what? I've not seen it, and I could have probably described it exactly the way you just described it. So
yeah. Oh, and that was the other thing I was going to say as well. Just my last thought about this is they did reshoots of this. They did a lot of reshoots of this apparently, but one of the reshoots was they got rid of the guy that played Sidewinder or whatever his name. I don't know his name. A generic bad guy, henchman guy, and they got in Giancarlo Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito is not the sidekick guy. Okay, no. He's the guy. He's the one who knocks. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. There's a good reference for you for people who haven't seen Breaking Bad. But he is the guy that knocks, not the guy you send to knock. Like he's just he's
the man.
He's the guy. He's the bad guy. And you had him in that movie for all of 2 minutes. It could have been anyone. It could literally have been anyone. And so it was just a wasted opportunity. It's like, hey guys, it's Giancarlo Esposito. It's like, okay.
Well, I remember what we watched on Friday now.
Nice.
It was No Country for Old Men, and I've not seen it for a while. Thanos, and I've not seen it for a while, and I'd forgotten that the ending's a bit of a. I don't want to spoil it if nobody's seen it, but the ending's a bit of a kind of flat line.
Aye, it's not a great ending. Yeah,
it's a bad ending.
Yeah,
it's
not a great ending. Yeah, the whole car crash and all that kind of stuff. In fact,
the
ending is a bit of a car crash. Ding.
But the way that I don't want to spoil it, but just the way that I'm going to spoil it. The way that the protagonist gets killed is glossed over completely, and then the bad guy wins in the end, and nothing. It's just a total flatline. I didn't. Yeah. I love that film, and then I watched it there, and I was like, I don't know if I loved it as much as I remember it. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's some great bits in it, though. I mean, the whole,
terrific.
How much you ever lose on a single bet?
Oh, the tension,
single coin toss, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But to me, it's a total flatline at the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we're well late for this one. I'm gonna call it. If you like this, don't forget to hit the old like button and share on social media because it really does help the channel out. And if you want timely reminders when we put something new up, hit the old subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when we put something new up. But until next time, thank you. Cheers,
thanks,
Alistair.
everyone. Cheers, Alistair.
Thanks everyone for participating as well and the commenting and everything. Been fantastic comments as always.
Yep.
But we will see you guys as soon as I can find the outro in the next episode. See you next Sunday.